Hi everyone. So in this video, I want to talk about why even when you know the patterns that you are repeating, you can know them, you can see them, but still the outcome or your current situation does not change. Many clients who come to me, they have done the work, they have done the journaling, they do the breathing meditation exercises, they go in nature, they are aware, at least some awareness is there, and they are really determined that next time I'm going to be different. But they may think that they're having a different conversation with their partner, with their children, or with their loved one, but somehow the outcome of that conversation remains the same. So I am going to break down why awareness alone is not enough to shift, to permanently shift at the root and to heal the patterns. By the way, I will be teaching a live masterclass on May 5th on unpacking this exactly. So if you are interested, there will be a link posted in my first comment that you can use to register. It's going to be a free live masterclass. So here we go. So first thing, awareness is not the problem. Like I mentioned, it's not that you don't know. You know what's happening. But at the same time, I want to point out that awareness is also a never one point. It's never a one thing. It's not at a point in time. Awareness is a continuously deepening process. It's like peeling an onion. When the deeper you go, the deeper you unpack and connect the dots and make the changes, there's a different level of awareness that arises through that process. But for now, you have enough awareness to know that something isn't working, and also awareness that I know what am I doing. I know what I'm doing, and I've got to really change that. So you do have that awareness to begin the process, but you don't have the deepening awareness or the process to complete the whole healing. So awareness is not the problem. You don't need to become more aware. You need to have a process where you can begin to deepen that awareness and also use the process for deeper healing work. And the second thing tricky about this work is patterns don't reveal the same way. They reveal themselves differently. They may, your pattern of, say, not taking a stand for yourself may show differently in your romantic personal relationship than it may show in your work relationship. So, and many times these patterns are very subtle and they kind of get hidden behind what is socially acceptable. It's like, no, but that was normal, but that's just how this situation is. It's not me. But it's okay to do that because you can justify it. There's a logic, very intelligent reasonable way of for you being the way you have been. So you kind of chalk it out to something that is normal. So the question is not whether this is normal or abnormal. The question is it working? Is it bringing you the results that you're hoping for? So if the results are not there, if your life hasn't changed, the relationship hasn't changed, your circumstances hasn't changed, you are somehow contributing to it. And that's exactly where the deeper work of healing the patterns come in. So I want to, the number three is the point that I want to make is, so there's a whole process, a level of change. You can know something, but you don't put it into practice. It's like, I know better, but I haven't done it. So there's that gap. Even doing better isn't enough because we have so much attachment and identification with how we have been. So there's a difference between doing and then being. That's the whole process. So I want to share a personal story with you. In my third book that's going to be published soon, and I will be releasing the title very soon, the book is a brain dump of over 10 years of client insights, personal experiences, and the understanding. And every time I went to go take a look at it to see if I can publish it, it felt like I was softening what I was writing. So I wanted to soften it into more readable, into more acceptable, into more like a nice relationship book. But at the same time, it didn't move me. It felt like flat, like I don't care. It didn't motivate me to do anything with it, so I put it aside. As my work evolved, I was teaching a workshop on what I call the relationship illusion, and I thought I should take a look at my book because the book was about relationship, but not in the normal sense that you think. And that's exactly what the book was. So I had evolved into standing behind the truth that I've been writing in the book. But you see how long it took because I knew it. I knew what I had to say. But writing it and standing behind it was going to be in contradiction with the fantasy of relationships that I was still living. So when I changed the net title of the book, apparently it became clear it came through a natural process of evolution and I was different. The reason why I was able to stand behind it because I had changed, because I was different. So the transformation had happened from knowing to doing, which was the book, and then the being, which was actually the real book, the truth that I could stand behind it. So it's a process. And it's a worthwhile process to go through because once you are in a place of being, life is not a struggle. You just show up as yourself. It's not that challenges don't come, it's just that you navigate them with much ease, with greater ease, and you have deeper awareness and you have tools and techniques and you can navigate them through ease and continue to grow instead of being stuck, instead of being plateaued in the status quo. So the process really is from knowing to doing to being. And point number 4, the real issue is that we don't go deep enough where the pattern lives. So what is a pattern? A pattern is an energetic way of being which is composed of like your beliefs, your conditioning, everything you have experienced, and it creates these energetic structures, psychological structures that form a pattern, form a behavior way of being. Like you just show up late. You have no idea why. You hate that you show up late, but you show up late. That's the pattern. But what's running underneath it, who knows? Many things, some experiences, some conditioning, some belief about the self. I'm not good enough. Who cares if I show up late? All kinds of things, right? So to heal the pattern is to heal, to take a look at where everything happened, all that took place to create that pattern, and that comes at the level of the experiences. How do we experience life? We experience life with our body, with the nervous system. So these patterns, the energies, the experiences are living inside our nervous system. So until we go to where the pattern was created, we can't completely uncreate it because we're going halfway. We are not going to the root. So when we go to the root, so we can treat the whole picture, right? The point of going to the root, so we are done with it once and for all. So it changes our behavior in every area of our life, not just in relationships. We become different. We become who we really are before that experience happened to us. We connect with the truth of who we are, then if the truth of who we are is who we are, this is how we show up. It's not some subconscious patterns that are running our life. It's our true essence that's how we're showing up in our life. And so again, the last point I want to make, what actually shifts it's going back to the root that created it, seeing it clearly enough so we can, in that process, move from knowing what our patterns are to doing, we begin to show up differently. But even then, changing who we were, connecting to who we were prior to this conditioning, prior to those experiences that formed us, that formed the pattern, is connecting with the truth of who we are. That is the being part. So the process is from knowing to being, to doing, to being. So that's what it takes to shift from the root, to heal from the root. If you are interested in this, I invite you to join me live on May 5th. It's going to be a free live masterclass where I'm going to unpack this. I just gave you a little snapshot of it. So it's really important to show up live because we are in each other's energy, and that's where the transmission happens. And I'm going to take you through a process. And especially if you are a therapist or a coach, where you can see your clients, they come to a place that now what? They still can't, there's no other place for you to move them, but their life has not changed all that much. Then this is the missing piece. Then I would love for you to attend as well. So find the link in the description or in the first pinned comment. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated with you, please share, comment, like, and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you at the next video.